Hello YouTube, Kida602 and Sanugi16 here. We're going to show you guys a deck tech of the decks we played for the pre-release. Starting off with my lands, I played 2 Gold Gates. I played 8 Islands and 7 Forests. Going on into blue spells, I played 1 Gridlock, Hand Binding, and this was just to tap down my opponent's creatures and get in for a hit. I played 1 Rogue for the evasion and for the bouncing effect. I would bounce my big creatures and get my evolve going much faster. For finishers, I had not much of a finisher, but would help evolve my creatures, was a Leyland Phantom. My true finishers were Sapphire Drakes, giving flying to all my creatures with +1/+1 counters. These guys were really helpful and I really recommend them. Other green spells were Snapjaw, just a big guy that would evolve my creatures and possibly get evolved himself. Krakenora, just a reach with evolve. Miming Slam, when I would just copy one of my biggest creatures, most likely the Snapjaw, and Pit Bite for removal. For mana fixing, I had Veteran Haven, and just gives me an extra mana whenever I tap the enchanted land. Prophetic Prism, just for fixing. Combos, multicolor spells I had were Unexpected Results, one of the rares I got, one out of 2 rares that I got for my deck. Shamble Shark, just 2 of them, just to getting him in as a flash and possibly evolving one of my 1/1s. Zamek Guildmage, this guy turned out to be a lot better than what I thought he would be, especially when I was stacking the first effect, so my creature would be coming in with like +2/+2 and even more if I had the mana for it. And Fathom Mage, just really good card draw, helped me draw into my finishers or my combo pieces. Speaking of combo pieces, one combo that I had is Nuba Swimmer. It would come in with counters, and I would use Bioshift to move the counters to on whatever creature I would. Likely targets of the counters of Bioshift would be Sprite Transfer, basically unblockable except for flying and reach, or my Simic Manipulator, a good way to take control of my opponent's creatures and just hopefully win with those. If I couldn't get the Battleship counter combo going, I would have this to put +1/+1 counters on my creature at the beginning of an upkeep. It's a really good card. I definitely recommend it. I played Simic, so yeah, I played Simic, and I went 3-3. The deck that wrecked me the most was Orzhov, because just the extort hitting me 1 for each spell was just overpowering.
Hi there, YouTube. This is Sanugi16. When I entered the pre-release tournament, I entered as in boros, and my deck is filled with 8 fire lands and 9 white lands, and fortunately 1 boros gate. Still helpful though. I only had put in 2 artifacts, prerelease Prism for getting the lands I need and extra draw, and Skyblinder Staff it'll give my creature 1, but only it can't be blocked by flyers, so it was very helpful. As for my red colors, I had my removal card, Pit Fight, and there was Taurian Thunderfist, which is it's an interesting card to have. It's good to have, definitely if you want to get Vigilance. and I had 3 Scorch Walkers with Blood Rush of 3. Very helpful if you want to deal damage right away. And as for my white lands, I had an enchantment, Blind Obedience. Very good card to have if you want to stop your opponents from summoning an artifact or creature right away. And I believe I had my avatar. He was my bomb card so I could exile one of the strongest cards when I need to. And as in my multicolor cards, I had Fortress Cyclops. Whenever he attacks, he gains 3, and whenever he blocks, he gains 3 toughness. Very nice indeed. And I had Ordering Veteran. When he has Battalion, and he gains double strikes when he attacks with 2 or more monsters. And Sky Knight. She has Flying Haste. It's just a good card to have in your deck whenever you need flying card to block or attack. And I strongly recommend my Roderick, my Human Soldier card. He is 3/2, and he also has Battalion. When he attacks with 2 monsters, he gains first strike, but because he's only 2 to summon, he's a very good card to have. Unfortunately, I only had 1 in my deck. And then, as in my multicolored instance, I had Arrows of Justice, a good card to deal damage if your opponent is planning to block with a monster that's 4 in the toughness or attacking. And Martel Glory. Target creature gains 3+ and 3 defense. Very good card since it's only 2 to activate its instant. And as in I believe my finishers, I had Fireman Avenger. She with House Size Battalion. When she's attacking with 2 other creatures, she deals 3 damage and you gain 3 life, helping hand for whenever you're losing on life. And then there was Fandre Champion. He is a good monster. I recommend him. If you were to have 3 to 4 more monsters on the field, you could deal 4 damage to either your opponent or creature. And little nifty land trick: when you tap 1/5, he gains 1+. If you tap 1 white plain, he'll gain 1 defense. He's a very good card. I got him in the promo. And then there's Ariel, the war leader. I was very lucky to get her when I needed her most. She helped me win most of my games. When she attacks for the first time, I could untap all my creatures and create a second battle phase. And she has Flying Haste and Vigilance. So right away she's dealing 6 damage, and plus with extra monsters she could deal more damage. But what really helped me the most in my game was this one combo with Armored Transport, an artifact. He's prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to him by blocking creatures. And if you were to get, I recommend these 4 cards. Glisgord War. It will enchant creature as protection from multicolor, or Holy Mantle. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 and protection from creatures, or Gift of Orzhov. Enchanted creature gets 1+1, have flying and lifelink, or Madcap Skills. Enchanted creature gets 3 and can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. Any of these 2 cards that you can enchant Armored Transport, he will become an unstoppable card since no monster can deal damage to him. Pretty much no monster can really block him either. With any of these 2 enchantments, he's pretty much unstoppable. He's a really good card to have in your deck. Definitely you're going for Boros. Unfortunately, I didn't get much removal cards in Boros, but if you're going for straight battle tactics, I recommend Boros because it's a good card and I dealt a lot of damage since I won 3 But my weakness was simic because of the evolving, and it was
What's up?
what is that?
Where's up?
Ozon, the white and black because of the extort. But other than that, Boros is still a good team. You should definitely stick with it.
Okay, thanks for watching YouTube. Comment and subscribe.